Hello everybody, welcome to another great episode of Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. My name is John. This is my world famous sipping den. Down here is where I do everything that has anything to do with coffee and alcohol. It's a great channel. I put together a heck of a playlist for you all, so you can go in there and find out everything I do real nice. Now, what I'm doing now, I'm doing something really cool. It took me a year to plan this. I'm excited about this. I am reviewing one coffee from every state in the United States. 50 coffees. I'm posting them every Sunday. It's going to take almost a year to get this finished. But it's just something I worked on. I did the research. I found the best coffee places that I could find to showcase on the channel here. So I talk about the state. I talk about the coffee, of course, the coffee house. What I want you to do, I put a playlist together. Right? It'll be the first comment of every video will have a link to the playlist of my 50 state coffee reviews. Anyway, I'm excited about this. And today we're going to do Arizona. All right? Cafetal. Cafetal Coffee. Coffee and familia. Coffee and family. Here it is. All right? Look at it. It's from Arizona. Why did I find it so fascinating? Well, let's read about it. We source our coffee directly from my parents' Cafetal. Cafetal means coffee plantation. So this guy's sourcing his coffee directly from his parents' Cafetal coffee plantation. Furthermore, we directly partner with families in various Colombian states to provide a diverse range of coffees for you to enjoy. So he's from Colombia. His family own a coffee farm. He's getting it from there and from other places as well. Our top priority is to ensure that these families are well represented and receive fair compensation, which enables them to take care of their own families and employees. It is our passion to share the vibrancy of different regions of Colombia with you. They're from Colombia, so they know where to get the best coffee, all right? Our story, let's read it. When you get quality coffee, when you really get good coffee, let's just drink it. Let's find out a little bit about it. Our story begins with 4 generations ago, when our ancestors planted coffee trees in the beautiful slope mountains outside of Medellin, Colombia. Over the years, our familia has continued the farming tradition, passing it down from generation to generation. Then, in 2017, we decided to take things a step further by expanding from farming our Cafetal into roasting and selling our coffee. And that is how Cafetal Coffee was born in the heart of Tempe, Arizona. Cafetal Coffee not only celebrates our family's heritage, but honors Colombian tradition and all its cultural beauty. For us, coffee is a way of life. It is what brings us all closer together. From our Cafetal to your casita, it is our way to connect with you. So, how cool is that? They've got the whole ball of wax, but that's how you do it right, really. So I did this method like I'm doing every single one of these, okay, with the French press. And I put 2 tablespoons of coffee for every 6 ounces of water. So I'm going to show you how that's done very simply. I have an end product here. I measured out 4 tablespoons of coffee right here. It's the ground coffee. And you just simply pour it in there. And then I have measured out 12 ounces of water, and you simply pour the water in there. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to ruin this coffee. Obviously, you heat up the water. You could bring it to boil, let it sit off for about 2 minutes so it gets down to about 205 and pour it in, or just put a piece of ice in there. Knock it out of that where you can scald the coffee and over extract it, make it too hot. So a piece of ice if you want to do it quick, or you wait a couple minutes off the burner. Pour the water in there. Give it a quick stir one time. You'll see a little crema, a little cream-colored bit on top of it as the gas releases and everything. And after between 3 and 4 minutes, so I do 3.5, you simply take the press and you slowly press down the water. All right. Get it pressed down like that, and voila. You pour it out, and here you go. Here's the result in my double-walled glass. Keeps coffee hot for a long time. So, I'm excited about this. Tells you a lot on here. Tells you the region, Medium light roast, which you can see that. Here's the beans. Put the beans out there for you. Tells you the region of Colombia, the altitude, the process, washed with 72-hour fermentation, the varietal, Castile. That's cool, man. Cool. Put their stuff right up front where we can see it. And here's all the notes on the back. It gives you brewing instructions. What's the instructions that I used? All right, so, and finally, let me see here. It even tells you, gives you tasting notes. Honey, floral, sugar cane, and orange. Let's see if we got that in there. Yeah, okay. Let's give it a smell. And I'm gonna tell you, if you, this is a simple way to make it. I know Keurig's thing. It's cool. I've done a. By the way, I've done a video on how to make coffee in this. You know, a little easier process. Not that that wasn't easy, but I go through it. All different coffee methods, how to make it, even how to improve. If you're going to use a Keurig, how to improve that. Because if you buy fresh coffee like this, it's actually cheaper than getting those K-Cups. And I can't even begin to tell you how much better it is. I can't even. When you have time on your day off, it takes a few more minutes. It is worth it. Man, that's just a deep, rich, medium light. But you know what? And I like the medium light. Because a lot of times the dark, which I love too. I love coffee. And the dark brings out certain flavors and stuff, but it hides certain flavors as it brings those out. The medium light, you're starting to get some of that floral, vegetative, and grassy notes that are covered up by the extra cooking, where you're bringing out the chocolates and stuff like that. And that's how you're getting that fruit. But they said oranges, but I'm just detecting kind of a citrus smell in here, and a sweetness because they did it right. Getting a little caramel in here. Let's. I can't wait to taste this. Oh man! You know, you smell this out of the bag like this. My God, that smells good. When they freshly roast something to you and send it to your house right after they take those green beans and roast them for your order, there is nothing like that. Sit here and smell this damn thing all day long. It smells so rich and beautiful. Man. Oh, yeah. See, you're getting the fruitiness because you haven't covered that up with the darker roast, which is fine. I love darker roast. But in this case, I like that fruitiness. It does have a sweetness to it. See, those beans have sweetness if you know how to tease it out of there. You don't over extract it and make it bitter. Very little bitterness. Of course, I made it the right way, and they did it the right way. That's how you do it. Oh, man. So no bitterness. Very little. Just to let you know it is coffee, but nothing astringent. Not a lot of acid. Just enough to make it mouth water a little bit. You don't want more. And that sweet flavor and that citrus, just out of this world. What did they say the sweetness was? I am tasting the sweetness. They said honey, sugar cane, sweet. So however you want to describe that. Orange, which I am getting citrus, and floral. Yeah, and that is another thing you will get. Grassiness, or vegetative or floral. You get those things because once again, this is a plant, and it's not hidden with the dark roast. Dark roast is great. If you do that right, it can bring out sugars too. And that's a whole different story. We're not into that right now. I have heavy cream. I always put heavy cream up. When I get these dang things and they're fresh like this, a lot of times I don't even put it in there. And I'm done with the cup because it's just so good. You're not having to tamp down acid. You don't have to bring out flavors. It's got all the flavors in it. Yeah, if you ever want to drink a black, this is what you got to do. You got to get some fresh ground. I made short work of it, I know. What is the capital of Arizona? Oh, by the way, Trujillo is the name of the family that's making this coffee. So the capital is Phoenix. I'm sorry. The capital is Phoenix, Arizona. The flower is the blossom of the saguaro cactus. What is their motto? God enriches. It is well, the nickname is the Grand Canyon State. The bird is the cactus wren, and their animal is the ring-tailed cat. It has a bunch of other names too. That's one of the common names that they use. Of course, it is the most southwestern U.S. state, famous for the Grand Canyon. It has 22 national parks and monuments, more than 100 wineries, and 22 varieties of wine. You wouldn't expect that in Arizona. It's the desert, man. So that's pretty cool. I have been, yes, to Arizona. I've been to the Grand Canyon. I went to wineries. I was out there on a little bit of business. Had a good time. Went to Phoenix, Tempe. We're at the Grand Canyon. I went around. I had a car, rented it, and had a good time. It's a fun state. It's a beautiful state. That was a fun trip. Anyway, this is a great coffee. This Cafetal, man. If you get a chance, order all these. I've